don't fuck with my piece. Yeah, please don't fuck with that. I wish you hate.
What's going on, everybody? This is the first podcast of the Certified Vets. My name is T, and to my left I have
Riley, aka Lee.
You also have Duke De Niro.
And John the Tech Man.
All right. Well, this is our first podcast, so, we're going through the rolls and punches, and we're just going to go over some great topics that my man Lean has picked out today. So we're going to just jump right into it, and we're going to be giving you an episode once a week, and when things pick up, we'll probably just double it up and give you guys more of what you want. And other things as Tech Man gives us improvements, we'll probably do live conversation, guests, and etc. All right, so Lean, give us the first topic, man. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, I think what we need to talk about is that Dr. Dre divorce shit going on, man. Straight up, and not even necessarily the divorce, but what the wife is looking for, man.
The demands.
Oh, you're talking about a gold digger?
What? 2 mil? Huh?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So, explain what exactly is going on for the people that don't know.
All right, so basically, Dr. Dre is going through a divorce, obviously, with his wife. I don't know how long he's been with her, maybe
She has some
20
crazy demands.
plus years, maybe? 20 years? It's the 90s, I'm assuming, anyways.
Right.
And essentially, she wanted half. And I think he's probably worth $1 billion. So let's say 500 mil. Not knowing that there was a prenup that she must have signed way back in the day when they got married. So with that being said, now she's looking for obviously alimony, spousal support, whatever you want to call it, in the tune of $2 million a month. I can't remember the exact breakdown. I don't know if any of you guys have the breakdown in regards to what.
All I saw was it was a certain amount of money for cell phone, emails, and all that shit. What?
Well,
I think it was like 20,000 a month or something like that.
They were married for 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
24 years.
Let's put that into perspective, right?
Okay.
So 24 years, this woman has been married to Dr. Dre.
Right.
And now, I don't know what the reason is. Maybe it's infidelity. I don't know.
Could be.
It could be anything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But 24 years is a long time to be with somebody. And
Right.
I'm not saying that she shouldn't get money. I do believe what she's asking for is ridiculous, in my opinion.
Right.
And do you have the list of the stuff?
I
there?
got the list. So let me go down it.
Hold on, what's Dr. Dre's net worth?
He's close to like $1 billion.
He's got to be close to $1 billion, man.
Yeah.
Or maybe 800 plus, somewhere around there. He's always on the Forbes list. You know what I mean? When you talk about the top rappers, so yeah, I'm looking
He's
at.
close to $1 billion, but it's enough. He
got the money.
He's got.
You know
the
what I mean? Like
he's
he
got
got it like that.
So he's on the list. He is worth $800 million.
There
So
you go.
it's very close.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
he cannot make $1 billion by the end of his lifetime.
For
Or probably
sure.
within the next 10 years.
But listen, man, we have the perspective of, like, I don't want to say broke, but a different type of lifestyle, right? So maybe $2 million is actually worth it.
It's
So let
feasible.
me break down what she's asking.
$2 million for how long though?
Well, from my understanding, with alimony or spousal support, it's like until she gets married.
Yeah.
So if she never gets married again, then he just has to continue
But she
paying
can
that
purposely
until
say, you know what, I'm not getting married, I'm getting paid.
Well, what
that's
you
life,
think
man.
about
That's life, man. But
independence?
anyways, hold on. Let me go down the list. Let's see if
Okay,
this is
all right.
something that's actually realistic. So, first thing that we have is laundry and cleaning, $10,000 a month. She probably lives in a mansion. I don't know.
A lot of clothes and
Yeah,
cleaning,
you
but
know, clothes a month, $135,000. Obviously, she's
Designer.
Versace and all those
Yeah,
type of things.
yeah. Still supporting Gucci, I see.
Education and living expenses. So I don't know if this is for the kids. From my understanding, I think the kids
I would
maybe
assume it
in
would be for the
university.
kids, yeah.
$60,000 a month, which is wow.
That's for education.
Education and living costs. I'm
Okay.
like, damn.
So we'll pause right there real quick. Living costs.
I think again, I'm assuming it's for the child. So if, let's say they're going to school, they're living off campus, so
Okay,
you're
okay.
renting a spot. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, that's fair.
Charitable contributions, $125,000 a month. That's
So can
very
we
charitable.
Can we pause right there for a second?
no. Let me
Let's go to
go.
the church.
Noted.
Note
I have
that.
a point right there.
Right.
All right. Mortgage, $100,000 a month. Okay. Telephone, cell phone, email, $20,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So in total, it's about $2.5 million. In total is actually.
And you read out the
looking for.
entertainment one, right?
Entertainment, $900,000 a month. Sorry.
Okay, I think that was
Yeah.
one of the ones that was
Yeah, because
shock
how is
value.
entertainment is higher than like education and shit.
Fuck
Well,
that,
it's
man.
entertainment, right?
How is your education 9 times the cost of your mortgage.
Yeah.
The mortgage is supposed to be like the most expensive cost in your lifetime, right?
And the mortgage is what, $1,000 a month?
100,000.
Sorry, yeah.
Nah, bro. You can't even get that in Canada.
I can't even get it, but
Yeah, I meant to say 100,000. Yeah.
So I noted something real quick. It was, how much was for charitable donations?
125.
125. You're telling me as a husband or ex-husband soon to be.
Yeah, 125, yeah.
You're telling me I have to give you money to
give
donate to somebody else.
Why can't I just give it myself? You're basically.
I'm already donating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Donations are supposed to come from your personal earnings.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If you're not earning anything, don't tell me I have to pay your charitable donations. Because when you write that off of taxes, who's going to get it?
Yeah, but isn't it money that's owed to her?
If she wins this claim.
Yeah, she wins the claim then.
But is this money owed to you for your living expenses? You can't tell me that in order for you to live properly, you have to donate $125,000 a month.
Is that something
that's over $1 million a year.
Yeah, because that's something that you elect to do on your own. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, it's just like, I guess she needs a way to cover that income, because that money that she's going to be getting monthly is considered income. She's going to have to pay income tax at the end of the year for it. So that probably contributes to that.
I know child support is not taxable, but it's
I don't know if spousal support is actually considered income, to be honest with you. I don't know for sure. That's a good question, but but regardless, whether she has to claim income or not,
right.
This is kind of ridiculous, man.
Yeah, 2.5 is
0.5 a month.
I mean, even though he's worth 800 mil, it's probably nothing to him. But I mean, it's the principle behind it. Like, do you really need 2.5 million to live?
Yeah. So you do have to pay income taxes.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
all right.
This could be.
So then 2.5 is
this
really
is in Canada for sure. I'll tell you that.
2.5 is really what in California. You got to cut that in half. You're looking about 1.2 or a mil.
So basically, you're saying is she wants that charitable donations to take off some of that money off.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, maybe she did learn something from Dr.
A mil a month, 12 mil a year.
Yeah, when you're with someone who's worth that much for that long, of course you have to learn something.
Yeah.
Because you have to even look at it as well, right? If you take it, like he just mentioned earlier, when you got a certain level of money, certain things are different, right? So, for instance, when Jeff Bezos got divorced, his ex-wife automatically became the richest woman in the world.
He's got like what,
67 billion.
Jeez.
Right? So, I know people that work in the bank and stuff like that. And if you have anybody, right? If you have, let's say, $100 million in the bank, right? And let's say...
Correction, she got 38 billion. But now, because of the Amazon stocks that she got...
It bumped up to 67?
67.
Okay.
Which made her the richest
Same thing.
So, what woman's richer than 37 billion?
I don't know. Maybe one of the Walmart... There's like a Walmart heir or something like that.
Okay.
But anyways, she's the richest woman in the world right now.
37 billion. You could do everything.
And now she's
anything you want.
Anything you want, basically.
You can go to space with that shit.
100%. But if you even look at it right, let's say you had $100 million in the bank. And you had an interest rate of like 2.75%. You're getting $275,000 interest a month.
Yeah.
Right? So imagine you have a $800 million. Right? You're just timesing it by 8, right?
Yeah.
Do the math.
Yeah.
That's close to
it's crazy,
2
man.
million a month, a little bit over 2 million a month.
Crazy, man. Like,
so I guess you're basically saying for Dr. Dre, it's pretty much a write-off.
For him, it's interest.
Yeah.
Right.
It's probably nothing to him.
100%.
Fuck that.
It's still a lot.
Fuck
it's
that
still
shit.
a principle. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, what do you
man.
like 2.5 million to
fuck that
survive?
shit. I don't care if I'm getting that shit in interest.
Like what was she making before that? Before they got married?
Obviously nothing. Before they got married. What? No. I don't know. 20 grand? Who knows? Like, what was she doing? What could she have possibly been doing?
That could say, I need a lifestyle.
Now, my thing is, what was the reason of their breakup?
Well, we don't know that, right? So, but does that even matter?
Because if it was, it does. Because if it was because of him, then
what? Okay, that's a good question then.
Right.
If it was his fault, let's say he cheated,
right?
Then she deserves the $2 million.
Yeah, because she didn't ask for that, right?
Doesn't matter. Like, for me, anyways.
Okay, does she deserve anything then in that case?
Absolutely.
Okay,
listen, I'm not saying that she.
But she's saying because she's been with him for X amount of years, 20 years, as you guys were saying.
Right.
And let's just say because of him, he cheated and whatever.
Right.
Shouldn't she have the right to say, okay, well, I believe I'm owed this much?
Listen, at the end of the day, you could ask for whatever you want.
Right. Which is what she was doing.
Exactly. It doesn't necessarily mean you actually deserve it.
Right.
Regardless of whatever the situation.
But it all depends on what the courts are going to say.
Jeff Bezos got divorced because of infidelity.
On whose end?
On his end.
Okay.
Does that mean she should actually be getting $38 billion?
But they don't care. But the thing is, they don't care if they deserve it or not. I mean, They just feel like that's what they deserve, and
I'm not disagreeing with that.
So I think this is one of the reasons why I think women go heavy when it comes to the child support, and not even so the child support, but the spousal support. They can't, like, for instance, she can't hurt Dr. Dre by cheating on another man.
Right.
Right? He probably doesn't really care at this point.
I don't know about that, man. Some niggas are prideful, man.
100%, but which one would you be more prideful, your woman or your money? And I'm asking you as your perspective. You cheated on her, she wants divorce.
And then, me, my money, like, you know how.
But that's what I said. It's a personal question, right? My question is, she cheated. You cheated on her.
Right.
She says, "Hey, I want a divorce because I can't take this no more." And she kind of cited irreconcilable differences. Yeah. Right. But I'm just gonna chalk it up to cheating. So now you're done with this woman.
Okay.
Her sleeping with another man, is that really gonna bother you at that point?
Listen, man. As the great Lil Wayne said, "Money over bitches, best believe a nigga clocking. I run it myself like a quarterback option." Listen, I'm definitely taking money over bitches. Like, I mean,
let's not call them women's bitches now.
I mean, sorry, excuse me, money over women.
Okay,
bitches.
All right, that sounds better.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Co-signed by.
For me, same thing, money, because it's like it's hard to replace money lost. It takes a while.
You chauvinist pig.
I mean, it takes a while to replace a woman too, but I mean, money is something that you invested in, right?
That's true.
And then when you invest in a woman and she decides to do whatever she wants, then it's like, I mean, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
So I could do anything. I could do something about my money though.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Money for me.
How about you, man?
Yo, both, man. Because money you work hard for, you busting sweat, you you're putting the hours on whatever. But then it's just the loyalty aspect, right? So I don't know. That's my point of view.
But we're talking about like after we're going a divorce.
Like, she's done.
So it's done. We're done.
Okay, we're already done.
Yeah.
And then she wants to come for my money too?
Yeah.
After she's
money.
Money, of course, man. It's the money, man. It's the money.
Because the reason why I say that is because they can't hurt you any other way now. Yeah. And it's the only way, because they've been hurt because you cheated on them. So it's like, how do I hurt this motherfucker back? Because I can't, beat him up. I'm not going to kill him, go to jail. I can't sleep with another man to make him jealous unless it's his brother or something like that.
Right. And then on top of that, I mean, you started off with money and you'll still end up with money anyway, right? So money will always be there. So
yeah.
That's another thing too. So
after divorce, for me, it's money. During the marriage, then you cheating on me. That's a problem.
Yo, man, relationships are crazy though, man. I feel like for me, anyways, it's more one-sided towards a woman. Like, men have more to lose when it comes to being married or being common law.
You're saying more to lose is now. Are you talking about financially, emotionally?
Not only financially, I would even say emotionally. Because let's say you have kids, automatically, unless the woman's like some crackhead, and even sometimes when she's a crackhead, or you can prove that she's abusing the kid, the child is going with the mom.
So we're agreeing that it's men lose more.
Like once you get into the white man's court system, man, it's a wrap. Listen, I was reading an article. National Post,
right,
about this Toronto couple. Again,
yep,
they weren't married, they didn't live together, they didn't have no kids. They were both coming off divorces, actually.
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
And I guess they were dating, separate residences and everything for about.
So common law?
No. Well, my definition of common law, what I thought it was, based on what I've heard, was you got to be living together. I don't know if it's like living together for a year with a kid.
Yeah, and these two weren't living together.
Yeah. They weren't living. They had separate homes, but end up breaking up.
Right.
Now he's a rich guy, a businessman.
Okay.
He now has to pay $50,000 a month,
as per the courts.
For 10 years, so $5 million in total.
And just to put a little bit more, emphasis on it. The first ruling by the judge. She ruled that it was indefinitely.
Right.
So meaning if she doesn't get married again, he's paying $50K every month until he dies, she dies, or he doesn't have any money and has to go back to court to say we need to readjust this.
So in other words, she'll just be milking it.
Who's not gonna milk that, bro?
Yeah, I mean,
come on, 50 G's a month, and it basically because the court said, oh, you paid off her mortgage, you guys were romantically involved. You know, he proposed to her multiple times, and she said no multiple times because he had a stipulation on the marriage.
He probably wanted a prenup.
100%. So he should have did that when he found out she was being so restricted. Because if you're giving me, if I was a woman, and I can't speak for women, but I'm just thinking from a man's point of view, you're giving me all these expensive gifts. You're paying off my mortgage. I don't have to pay nothing.
Oh, I'm not paying shit.
Right? Why do I care about a prenup? Already got my house.
Right. Well, they're looking at it as, listen, man. First of all, they always try to go with the angle of, listen, I thought you loved me, right?
Oh my God.
Come on, man. Are you saying we're not gonna make it?
You're just expensive pussy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, see, he fucked up because the thing is, the man seen the signs.
Yeah.
The girl refused the proposals. Why the heck did the man not cut it off from a long time?
Yeah.
So he seen the signs.
Love is
the
blind.
The red flags was there, but the man
he was just trying still to work through it. But
love is blind,
he
bro.
Up, bro.
Right.
He should have cut
stubborn.
it off. He should have cut it off from
pussy had him weak.
All right. So
wash him up.
No,
listen,
money weak.
I mean, at the end of the day, he did mess up on. Listen, he told her that. He probably told her to quit her job because from the article, I think she quit her job, and that's probably based on him saying, "Yo, listen, you don't gotta work.
I'll pay him.
I got you.
Yeah, you're paying your mortgage
so,
with this. I got it.
You did set yourself up for that. You know what I mean?
Right. And she probably seen that too, and she was probably thinking,
but
okay.
My thing with the alimony or the spousal support, it's like 10 years. So you're telling me you can't find a job or you can't figure out a way of income for 10 years that I gotta support you? Like, I don't know if you go on unemployment. There's got to be a cutoff date on unemployment or welfare or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a lottery ticket.
But here's the thing to add on to your point. I want to know what job she's going to be able to find to pay her $1.2 million.
Oh, she's not going to find it.
Or not even 1.2. How much?
$5 million a year.
$5 million?
No, sorry. 500 grand a year.
500 grand a year.
Yeah.
Right? So basically, in the span of 10 years, she's going to make $5 million by doing absolutely nothing besides not being in common law or getting married.
OnlyFans.
She has the most expensive OnlyFans if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
50 G's a month. You know how much fans you need for that?
Right. So
that's bananas, man.
I don't know, man.
All I'm saying is sometimes the court system is just unfair.
Sometimes.
I don't know. I don't know the statistics, and I'm not going to say some women don't deserve the money because I do feel a lot of the women deserve the money. When it comes to child support, when it comes to spousal support, I don't really necessarily agree with that because, and this is my point of view, if you're with someone like Dr. Dre or this wealthy businessman, you're not going to try to figure out how to make your own money. You don't have no inspiration to start your own small
And on top
business.
of that, too, a lot of women are more independent now anyway.
Exactly. So it's like I see all these women. I see my mom come and do it by herself. Or they claim to be.
No. There's enough. There's
a lot.
Yeah,
I would say more so than before.
More 100%. More so before, 100%, right? They're definitely moving, 100%. And I'll say for black women, you guys are definitely moving with the speed of a rocket ship right now. You guys are blasting off, and I applaud you for that. But what I'm trying to say is, you're with a rich man. He's in the business game. Don't tell me that you were talking about the business in the bed, pillow talking. No, figure out your own stuff, right? Like, do what you gotta do. Like Jeff Bezos' wife, she was actually doing stuff on the board and stuff like that. So she earns.
Yeah, she was making her own money.
She's making her own money, but again, like my boy Riley over here says, you're not getting $37 billion. You don't need that.
Come on, man. If I'm a judge, I gotta look at it like, come on, man.
In that case, if you're Jeff Bezos, how much would you say is like
reasonable? If I'm a judge, let's say I'm a judge. Because if I'm Jeff Bezos, I'm saying, yo, hold this $1 million.
Whoa!
No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. No. If I'm worth, let's say I'm worth $100 billion. Listen, if I have to give 10% to God, you shouldn't be getting no more than God. So hold that 10% right there.
Bars.
10 billion.
So 10 billion?
Hold that 10 billion.
Okay, you know what?
You tell me you can't eat off that?
Hold on, wait. I want to know if when you guys see this, leave a comment in the comment box. Do you agree with that statement? Because it's kind of deep. If God only get 10% tithes and you're a Christian, should a woman get more than God? Is woman more important than God?
Well,
or is God more important than women?
Well, you got some niggas out here that are the women are God type niggas. So I don't get into that type.
But I don't think that'll be.
That's a different topic.
I don't think that's Christian. I don't think that's Christianity though. But for people like Christianity, Catholic, whatever the case may be, if your religion said you have to pay 10%.
But aren't women priceless though?
No, they're not. Bro, get your sim talk out of here, bro. They're not. There's definitely a price on women, man.
So women are priceless. What are you talking
about?
No. Women are expensive.
But are they priceless, like you said?
No.
In terms of things that they provide.
Like what?
Like
children.
No.
Children, yeah. Even though children do cost money.
Yeah.
But still.
Nah, bruv.
100.
Listen, certain women are priceless.
Exactly.
Your mom is priceless.
Hold on. I want to clarify one thing before.
Your daughter's priceless.
Yeah, because I may sound like I'm some. I hate women.
Slime ball.
Listen,
misogynistic.
If you have a good woman,
masculinity.
If you have a good woman who really understands like her role in the relationship, and I'm not talking about role like cooking,
cleaning.
I'm not talking about
play
that.
your part.
Like, playing her position,
right beside
it makes a huge difference as opposed to somebody who doesn't know the position and is always competing with you and always making an argument over every little thing. You know what I mean? So if you're the type of woman, like I said earlier, then trust me, your life is going to be so much better.
Okay.
And if they're priceless, you wouldn't be going through a divorce.
Well, that too,
right?
Yeah.
You'd be doing everything that's needed.
But we all know divorce rates are
because people are not getting married for the right reasons, right? But
yeah.
That's how life goes, and you know what? Sometimes men need to fix up, and sometimes women need to ask for less.
That's what I was saying earlier. Money is too much of a commodity now in relationships.
Money's everything, man. Like
it's everything, but it shouldn't be everything.
Which is scary.
And so let's talk about like honestly, us personally. You know what I mean? There's 4 of us here. Only one of us is married, actually. So if we're in a situation like, let's say we were to get married. Are you guys considering prenup, or is that? Not necessarily. I know we're not necessarily at Jeff Bezos or Dr. Dre money, but I can speak for myself. Like I know for myself, you know what I mean.
Well,
I probably would.
I wouldn't know until then, right? Because I don't know if I'm gonna get married.
Okay, well,
I'll know
under the assumption that you are.
Okay, hypothetically, then, yeah, because money means a lot to me, but I would say yeah.
Yeah. So for myself, I know for sure, 100%, and I've spoken to women about this.
Mm-hmm. What have they told you though? Because women have a different perspective, right? So what have they told you? The ones that you spoke of?
Well, when I told them, because I think for the most part, you have to have these conversations, early in the relationship. Things like
not too early because that might scare people off.
It doesn't matter if you're scaring people off. If you're scaring people off, those are the people that you want to be in a relationship with. To be honest with
you, 100%. Like, because I remember one time I was in a relationship. And we're just talking about marriage and stuff like that. Not us getting married, but just the concept of marriage and stuff like that. And the question was, would you, make your wife sign a prenup? I said, yeah. So she started snapping and said, well, you ain't got no money for a prenup, blah, blah, blah. So I said, if I don't have a money for a prenup, then what's the sense of, then why are you so against signing
exactly.
it?
Right?
So
exactly.
Again, people don't understand and to me, it seemed like you're so caught up on this prenup idea that you have to do it as a woman, that you're not even thinking, like, you don't have any money anyway. And then when we get married, everything half is mine anyway.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Sign the prenup. And if you do get married to someone that is a billionaire, you're going to throw all away that love and that money because of a prenup. You're going to get some money after regardless. And if you're a good wife to that man, you're going to get a lot of benefits that you wouldn't get if you didn't marry this guy.
And also taking into consideration, you're not supposed to go into a marriage with the mindset of getting divorced too on top of that.
This is the new age, bro.
Listen,
that's
man,
the thing
right
that's on
now,
your mind.
Relationships is not about, it just ain't like the 60s where it's like a love unity type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's too much materialism going around. That's
right now. It's like I was telling John a little bit earlier. It's like it's 2 corporations merging together.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a business
you want to make sure that all that paperwork is signed before,
right.
or not necessarily even signed, but you want to make sure all the paperwork's in line.
Like all the eyes, standards and all that.
Exactly.
Is like,
cross your T's and just make sure that
everything is.
If this were to break up, because honestly, based on the statistics, especially based on depending on the race that you are, the likelihood of you getting into divorce.
What
is higher than
say that last part again real quick.
The race part?
The race that you are?
Yeah, based on the race. Like white folks, I think it's like 50%.
Oh, okay.
Divorce rate, I think.
I thought you meant based off the race you are, as in because you're black, Dwayne, you're gonna get divorced.
Oh no. You know what I mean? Like I think.
But the thing is, I'm not
have like
but the thing
a
is,
low
I'm not
divorce rate, or you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna gauge.
So it's a culture thing as well on top of that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna gauge what's gonna happen to me based on the statistics, because my case might be different than most other people, right?
Well, so good luck with you on that, man.
Well, listen, I'm
able to commit.
I'm a risk taker. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what marriage is. You just don't know what the end is gonna. You don't know what the end result is. So
no one knows the end result, but you have to know the fight inside when you get into a marriage, that you have to fight to keep it alive.
Yeah,
it's not something you get to bring.
Because that's the mindset you're supposed to have going into a marriage. That okay, well, let's just say, not necessarily that you're thinking about divorce, but if it were to happen, are you willing to at least work things out from a financial means of it?
So the thing is with the prenup now, does it actually work? Because did Dre get a prenup?
He did get a prenup.
Yeah, so there are.
So they're going through the court with that right now.
So when I took law, like law classes, but I didn't go to get a law degree. So when you take law,
I was going to say, what?
I said, well, in law classes, in college and university that I took, right? There is certain things that they can claim, right? So one of the big things is duress. Right, so duress is basically you were coerced, or it's like you were forced to sign something under false pretenses or under stress. Right. So let's say someone holds a gun to your head and said, "Sign these papers." Right. I think it was even Steven Jackson said when he was gonna get married, he found out some stuff about his fiance, and she was like, "No, something must have happened," and someone told him, "Don't do it because she could claim duress because right now she's under a stressful state." And her mindset is not right. So anything she says is indismissible or could be argued in the court of law. Right. So it's very tricky. And guess what? I'm not in law. So there's probably other things too, right? There's probably stipulations within the prenup, right? So if you did something drastically to ruin it, the prenup could probably be dismantled. And anybody that has studied law or has any experience in this, leave a comment, let us know how it works, because this is something a lot of people don't know about, and they just love to scream it out the top of their lungs and don't know shit.
Now, which brings me to this question. Who benefits more from a divorce? The man or the woman?
Woman!
Come on, man.
Women, I ain't going to argue that.
Like women. I said, anytime you take a man into the white man's court system, you're losing.
Even white men are losing in the court system.
White men are losing too, man.
If they're losing the court system. What hope do you have?
Yeah. As a black man.
As a black man. They're going to look at you and say, man,
white
child
man,
support,
man, Indian man. If you're going through the court system, get ready to hold that L.
Right.
Especially if you get a female judge or woman judge. Because that was the woman judge for the $50,000. She said indefinitely. When they brought it back and appealed it, they said, no, 10 years. Come on, you're going out of hand.
Indefinitely is kind of like wild, though. Like the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, man. So that means if I get married to an ex woman, I'm still owed to pay my ex?
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. So what about you when it comes to the prenup and stuff like that? You good with the prenup?
See, I ain't got shit. So fuck.
I
didn't do no prenup thing.
Honest.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying that. Again, yeah, it does depend on the situation. When Jeff Bezos got married, he didn't have shit either.
100%.
Right. So I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve anything. You know what I mean?
It's a matter of how much do you.
It's just I think for the most part, it's just got to be within reason.
Right.
You know.
Listen, if I had,
and I'm just coming from the aspect of like, yo, listen, if I got a place, like you got a house, if I got a house and I got a little bit of money and whatnot, I just want to ensure that if anything were to happen, you know, if you were to move into my home,
right,
and then we get divorced after a couple of years,
that means my home is yours.
Yeah, you get half of my home. I put the 20% down payment. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's why you just want to, I guess, protect yourself a little bit. You don't necessarily have to be a millionaire or anything like that, just to kind of,
because just like you're saying, right, just to try to develop that generational wealth, shit can happen, and you want to make sure that you're protecting the money that you kind of brought into this, right?
Yeah, right.
So if we bought a house together, different.
But if I bought a house,
moved into my house, or I moved into her house, the money should be secured by the person.
That's got to be within reason. Like Future's baby mom's
name was on the lease,
trying to get $53,000.
What'd she get?
$53,000. I think she got what?
38
or 3,200 or something like that. She's trying to get $53,000 a month, man. It's like, come on, man.
And she was talking about she wants her kid to enjoy the luxuries of life. And
what luxury were you enjoying? You were talking about enjoying the luxury of Future's life. How about your life?
Yeah, to me, I think like, come on, man. Certain things it's
just got to be within reason. That's 100%.
It. Certain things have to be within reason, and sometimes you see some outlandish price tags. And yes, they start high because they know they're gonna get work down from there.
Right.
But when you come with $2 million, man, that's just hella a lot.
Yeah, man.
So, Duke.
Yes.
So you're kind of active on social media, right?
You and I both, okay.
You and I both. You're
coming with you under the bus quick.
Yeah, you come with me.
I'm not
He's the type of dude when you try to run away from something, he's grabbing on your coattails.
Holding you.
Nah, man, I ain't running away from nothing I say. You know me already.
Yeah. So
but let's go. Let's get into that because I know what you're gonna get into.
I don't know what the date was. September 13th.
A couple days ago.
Man, it was like yesterday, wasn't it?
But I don't know the date today.
Okay, well, it was yesterday.
Let's just say yesterday.
Yeah. So you posted something on Facebook what kind of caught my eye, and a few other people too, right? And I was kind of shocked at it. And it was for many reasons. But let me just read out the meme, and then I'm going to read out what you commented, and I'm going to give you a chance to explain your part, because it's very hard to explain your part on social media.
Right.
Especially when you're getting hit with a lot of comments.
Right.
And you can't articulate what you're really saying, right? So I'm going to give you a chance to, speak your truth, because a lot of people took it out of context. Even myself. I saw it, I'm like, what the fuck? But anyways, let's start here. Here's the meme. Husbands/boyfriends. Your wife/girlfriend asks you for $300 to start her business.
Not $300,000, $300.
$300.
Okay.
Not $30K, not $3K, not $300K. 300, 300. What's your response? So you posted this, and your comment was, here's 150. Well, here's 150.
You gotta say it you gotta put bass in your voice, okay?
And let's negotiate at a percentage of the revenue. Then, in 3 years, let's renegotiate that percentage should the business take off.
Okay.
All right.
So, I'm not even going to say anything.
The reason why I said it that way is because I was looking at it from a perspective of girlfriend and boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas we're not really contractually binded, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, 300, okay, whatever. I put 150 in. I don't know where the relationship's going to go. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not going to last, but, with relationships these days, these things don't really last long.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to invest half. Now, let's say 3 years later, because by then probably the business had grown or it didn't grow. All right, if it grows, okay, let's renegotiate the percentage now. Because now the business is growing, so I want to make more of the investment that I put in.
So hold on. I just want to make sure. Okay,
let me finish though. Let me finish.
Let him finish, man.
Because that was from the perspective of girlfriend boyfriend. Because again, not contractually binded.
Right.
Now, if I was married, he's not getting 300. Getting 600.
Balling out of control. Oh no!
Because in that way, because I know now we are binded together.
So but either way, your logic is: listen, I want to make sure I get a piece of that business.
Exactly. Because remember, at the end of the day, it's business. At the end of the day, right? Business, never personal, right?
Listen, I didn't say anything. I'm just
trying.
Right.
Like I didn't say it that way because maybe I should have worded it that way because
right.
It was kind of vague.
Mm-hmm. It was vague because if you'd have led off with, if we're girlfriends, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Right? But it says husbands/boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
but the thing is, husbands and girlfriends is different, so you can't really.
No.
It's not really the same.
Hold on, wait.
Go ahead.
Well, what I'm trying to say is the way you've written it.
Yeah.
It applies to both.
Okay.
Because
maybe I would have if I just inserted saying, okay, from the perspective of if we're boyfriend girlfriend.
At the end of the day, okay, but hold on. Forget about the money. Forget about the $300. At the end of the day, you want to ensure any sort of financial gain that you put into the company, you're getting something returned in regards to investment, right? Husband, wife, girlfriend. Well, I'm not saying
don't go too far.
Yeah, wife, girlfriend.
That's it.
Doesn't matter. You want to ensure, like, listen, if I'm putting X amount, I own 20% that company or 50%.
Yeah, because the whole prenup thing, right?
Okay.
Because if now
it goes both ways, right?
Because now if we're divorced now,
right?
So basically, what you're saying is you're playing it smart in a relationship because if something happens. You want a piece as
exactly
okay. I get
because in a relationship you're not. I mean, not to say that it's likely going to end,
right.
But in the event that it does end, I still have a piece.
And at the end of the day,
remember, it's an investment. I'm looking after my investment,
right.
Even though I'm trying to support your whatever your drives, your endeavors, because that's as a man, that's what a man's supposed to do for a woman. But at the same day, it's still business.
And listen, at the end of the day, you got, I would say, the second most relationship experience. In comparison just to John, because he's married and obviously.
Right.
So, you know more. I would say more than.
What do you mean by second most though?
In regards to the relationship.
How long have you been in a relationship?
You've been in more relationship or longer relationship.
Oh, okay.
How long was your longest relationship?
Than me and T.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So like, I can if you're saying it from that perspective, and you've been in a relationship, like me and T, we're new to it and whatnot.
Right.
And trying to figure it out. But
he's not calling us hoes, people.
We're not hoes and anything like that. But you have more
experience.
Exactly. You're more experienced when it comes
because
to so if you're saying that, then that makes a lot of sense to me.
That's what I'm saying, because if I'm married to someone, that means I'm invested in them already. Not to say that if I'm in a relationship with them that I'm not invested.
Right.
But I'm still not too sure.
Because what if it does take off? So let's say that $300
turns into $300,000.
turns into Amazon.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hold on,
$300 is pretty cheap.
That's
and I think we're fixated.
It's the principle.
But I think
So that's
a
why-
lot of people get caught up with the $300.
What I wanted to make a segue into was the comments, right? Because a lot of the people took it as
$3 bills.
$300. Like,
come on, man.
You ever bought a girlfend a gift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Took on her date. It's like it's going to cost more than $3 bills.
Some
So,
dates
but that's a gift. You don't make money off of gifts.
No.
but
But
you can't gift someone $300 to start their date.
Yeah, I can do
That's
that.
what I'm trying to say. So
Okay,
$300
okay.
they're saying this is so minuscule that you shouldn't even be worrying about it.
But let's say it was 10 grand.
Yeah, let's say 10 grand.
Let's say 10 grand. Same scenario.
Are we married or are we in a relationship?
in a relationship?
Let's say a relationship, girlfriend or
start with
boyfriend. You're not married
10
yet,
grand.
but you see yourself being.
And I
with
have the 10 grand.
You got, of course, you better have it. You better
yeah.
not be giving away your rent money.
No,
You better not be maxing out your
10
credit
grand,
card
yeah,
cash
10
advance.
grand, yeah, okay.
So you give it to her.
As a gift, or is that an investment?
How
And
much-
it's an investment.
so
Exactly.
So you're gonna give it to her as an investment. You're not gonna say here's 10 grand. Don't worry about it. You can say here's 10 grand,
Yeah.
but
It's an investment
We
because
need a
we're in a
contract.
relationship. Marriage,
Mhm.
it's a gift.
Right. And I think it comes back to like what we were talking about.
Because relationships and marriage is two different things.
Well, not, you know what?
It-
Relation.
it-
I
no,
think
For me, it is.
It
Because
is.
I have a
Fine.
different mindset when I'm in a
It
relationship
is, but
than I would if I'm in a marriage.
But I would say this though, and again, I'm not married, so I don't know. But I think relationships and marriage, period, nowadays in this modern time, there's not a lot of strength based on the old school fundamentals of.
Well, that's subjective
That's
though.
why-
Because
that is subjective.
It's
That's what I
subjective.
think.
That's what
Again,
he said. His point. His point
Listen,
based on the divorce rates and based on how people break up and make up and
Right.
all that type of things now.
right.
It's not, to me, it's just more like a convenience thing.
Yeah, like
know
what can
I
you
mean?
do for me?
What can you do? You know what? Let's cool. We're kicking it for.
And that's why
Let's get-
relationships
yeah,
break
I
up.
mean,
a lot
Exactly.
faster.
Listen, relationship and marriage are nowhere near the same.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
Okay.
me and my girlfriend, we can kick
There
off
we go.
today.
There we
Bam.
go.
We stop talking today. That's it.
Boom.
If me and my wife kick off today, she has to pack up, move everything out the house. We have to get lawyers. Boom. You know what I mean?
Paperwork.
So there's more involved though. So that's why,
Same.
like, I'm hearing what he's saying in terms of investing.
Right.
Because say if he says, okay, like people are talking about, oh, just give her the $300. Say
Right.
if the business does grow,
Right.
bam, it's Amazon now, and
But-
then
Yep.
years down the line, you guys broke up, whatever. Then the business grows, right?
Right.
Then you try to come to court and be like, listen, you invested in this
Yeah.
business, but then she's just like, no, it's considered a gift. Look at the
Right.
text message.
Right.
So bam, you could have been the initial investor to the company.
Right.
You now lost whatever potential
So
income that you could have made based off of that one text saying it's a gift, not an investment.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's texting a gift. And you have to realize women have gotten hundreds of millions of dollars just because of pillow talk and comforting and being there, cooking and cleaning and hearing the person's plight.
Right.
Michael Jordan. A lot of women have made a lot of money because they were the emotional support as a spouse.
Mhm.
Right.
So even if it was a gift or an investment, you're still going to get it back
Right.
if
And-
you argue properly.
And I think what I'm saying was
So wait. You're saying if it's a gift and things fall apart, you're still getting something back?
Because you're in a relationship, right?
well, I think back to what you were saying in regards to how marriage and relationships are different. The only thing that you told me that was different, to be honest with you, was just that it's just more steps when it comes to marriage.
Deleting.
You have to go through the court system.
And you're
you have to do-
contractually binded.
But what I'm talking about is just more, not necessarily the contract. I'm talking about like the fundamental things in regards to like
Mhm.
what my parents were married on. There's an actual like commitment.
I had a
It-
foundation.
it's not shallow where any little argument, all right, we're breaking up, we're having a divorce.
Say it's not
You know,
frail.
it's not frail. It's not fragile. You're actually gonna work through that regardless.
Right.
It's literally till death do us part.
So regardless if it's a relationship or marriage?
No, now relationships is just whimsical. It's just like
That's what I'm
You
It's
know?
the, it's the hookup culture we live in. Right?
Exactly.
So it's like people
That's
are
what I'm
swiping
saying.
left.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
that's why
maybe
know-
I should have said, and you may put it in that way. Whereas if it was a relationship, you're gonna have.
and that's why I
of the
wanted you to explain,
investment.
because I think for the
Whereas,
most part,
yeah,
a lot of people were just getting fixated on the $300,
And I want you to touch
and it was
on.
more the principle.
yeah. It was
want you-
for me. It was a principle thing. But go ahead.
Exactly.
But I want you to touch on the comments that you're reading and how it was so different when it comes to,
Right.
the women responses versus
women
the
are
men
like,
responses.
yo, come on, $3 bills, like.
Or they're talking
they don't
about-
have business mentality. I like the fact that the man said, yo, this is an investment, not a gift. Yo.
This is an
That's a key-
investment
that's a key
regardless.
thing, yo.
Right.
I don't
Because it's a
think there's nothing
business that
wrong
I'm
with
investing in.
establishing it as an investment.
Mhm.
Once if it's established as an investment, yo, you're good, man. Let her do her
Right.
thing. You
Because
know,
that's why I said,
give her the
as
3
an
bills.
investment.
but that's why I
yeah.
said if it was a relationship, 3 years later, let's say the business grows. Okay, let's work on this percentage now. Let's increase the percentage. If it was a marriage, I'm not even thinking about that because it's something that we're both involved in now.
Right.
That we both have our names attached to it, right? If I'm in a relationship, my name's not really attached to it. It's just money that I gave you.
You know, I was reading some of the comments. One comment was funny, was like, yo, listen, I'm gonna give you the money if you're my boyfriend, but you better come. Actually, I think it was boyfriend as a husband. You got to come with a business plan and all that type of stuff for the.
Yeah, but nowadays women like to jerk your eye out though. So.
But what?
Jesus.
But you know,
Am I lying though? I'm not saying
be honest
I'm
with
not
you.
saying all women, but some
I
women
know
are
you're
very.
getting a lot of hate on this, but if it was vice versa, where if it was the woman giving the man the money, then it's like, yeah, protect yourself, queen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
You know these niggas ain't shit.
Yeah, I
You know what I mean? All that type of. So listen, at the end of the day,
But like I was saying,
I don't see nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, but like we were saying earlier, it's all about the money, right? So if
It's the principle behind it. Listen, we're starting a business, no problem. We're gonna be professional.
I'm looking
about
after my investment.
So it's kind of weird. It's kind of funny how you said if it was the women that wrote that post, the comments would have been totally different if it was.
Obviously.
Come on, man.
Because
we know
women,
double standard.
yeah, 100% double standard.
Women have a
because women
different-
women will look at a man and say, "Hey, listen, you should be the provider. You should have the
which
funds
is
to
which
this."
is fine.
Right.
Which is fine.
I'm more than comfortable.
but
with that.
when we're coming into this new age, when it's like women are starting to climb up past, I'll say black men, they're starting to climb past black men real quickly when it comes to businesses.
Yeah, in the
and
corporate world and stuff, like,
all that
100%.
stuff. They're soaring like a rocket.
Education.
Like I mentioned earlier,
Yeah,
education.
yeah.
on
Right,
top
right,
of the
They're ahead of the curve.
but there is
basically.
reasons for that. But
There's
continue.
100% reason for that, but and that's for another podcast.
definitely.
But my question is, would they receive any back flag for saying something
Hell
like
no.
that?
No.
definitely.
Which we got to really look at it, and we got to call people out on that, because that just opened my eyes. Because if it was another, like any of those women in the comments, if they'd have posted that and put that there, some of them will probably say, I ain't giving him nothing.
Well, first of all, the first thing they're not even gonna say that. They could be like, first of all, you need to drop that nigga, because if he's asking for $300, he's a waste man.
Right.
you're
You know what I mean?
right.
Like,
You
you're not even gonna.
you
Like,
wouldn't even
ew,
get that
he's
far.
asking for $300.
He don't have
Drop
$300.
him.
Oh my god!
Drop him.
Tell him to start an OnlyFans page.
Yeah, you know. Or go get a Ken. You know what I mean?
go
These
get a
niggas,
Ken.
these niggas ain't shit.
Yeah,
So,
that's kind of messed up still. But
but
yeah,
yeah,
man, that was
man.
actually a good conversation. We kind of we touched on the basis of marriage. We touched on the
Yeah.
basis on the implications of getting a divorce. But I think one of the big things that we kind of put out here is make sure that you protect yourself.
100%.
Open communication,
man
and
or
dialogue.
woman,
Man
or woman.
Open communication and dialogue when you're dealing with money in a
Absolutely.
relationship.
Yeah, communication is essential in relationships.
Absolutely.
And I think one of the hidden gems here is don't get married based off an idea, right? Because marriage it is a good thing, but is it for everybody?
right.
Mhm.
Right? Your foundation of your relationship or your union should be within love and understanding.
Okay.
Are you guys living
Trust.
together?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
I
hey,
mean-
I know people out there that are just, and I'll say women because women I say are more willing to want to get married than men.
Right.
It's like they want to get married, but do they understand the work that
They're in love with the idea of marriage, but not in love with the idea of actually being with the right person.
because marriage is hard,
yeah.
right.
right?
Anything
if you
is
see
hard.
a lot of them are not, they're not adding up, they're not making it because it was too hard for the individuals, right? So again, thank you very much for listening to our first podcast. It was a delight speaking to you guys. Please, when you listen to this, like, share, leave comments. We're definitely going to be responding to the comments. We want to hear your point of view. We want to hear the comments. Duke shaking his
I'm
head.
not.
Don't worry, I'll be replying under Riley's name.
Yeah, yeah.
I might reply.
You know me, man. People that
I'm
know
not
me on
looking at
social
any of that
media.
shit.
I'll
Because
reply.
internet logic tends to be up and
Who
down.
is this nigga?
Yeah, I don't care. You want to give me the
He's so
back flag?
toxic.
Yeah, I don't give a crap. I'll battle with you guys on social media. Let's do it. But thank you very much for listening to the
Certified
Certified
Vets.
Vets. It's episode 1, and we out.